Today we're going to take a quick peek of the 2025 class and look at Bryce Underwood, 5-star quarterback prospect who's going to announce his commitment on Saturday, January 6th. That's going to be big news because he's a big-time quarterback prospect. And like how we always do it, we're going to take a look at his highlights, and we're going to take a look at his scouting report at 24/7 Sports and look at some other recruiting sites. But before we dig into this, you need to click that subscribe button right now because we like to go deep in college football recruiting. Look at their recruits, look at their tape, look at the highlights, look at the scouting reports. Therefore, you know what your players look like coming in. And also, if you know anything about these players, please drop that information in the comment section below. Click that button, stop missing out. But we're going to take a look at his 24/7 Sports player profile page. That way we get to know him a little bit. 5-star prospect, #1 quarterback in both the composite and in the rankings right here. 6'3.5", 205. That could be off, that could be old. We may know here in a little bit if that jumps up a bit over the next few months. But still, we're going to look at the tape. We're going to look at him on camera, and we'll get a good feel for him. Crystal ball prediction has him with LSU. We'll know on Saturday. But if you have an idea, if you have a guess, drop that in the comments below. This is a community here where we like to look at these prospects. Also here, warm to Michigan, warm to LSU, warm to Colorado, maybe Deion Sanders, maybe Alabama. Or could it be someone else? You know what? I'm going to stay busy until Saturday. I want to enjoy it. I want to hear that news, and I want to see what happens. And he looks like a very good prospect from what I'm reading here. Ahead of his years physically, and looks like he could be a senior or a college player already. Has a strong arm with the ability to make throws to any part of the field. Throws a good deep ball and can use touch and give his receivers a chance to make plays on the ball. Did an exceptional job of taking care of the ball as a freshman with 39 touchdowns as a freshman. Just 4 interceptions. The year prior, he was a middle schooler. And then a freshman, he's tossing almost 40 touchdowns, barely throwing any interceptions. That's huge. That's big time right there. Won a state title as a freshman. Has the physical tools as well as the intangibles. Is a high Power 5 prospect who will be recruited very heavily at a national level. Another thing I want to look at, I did not mention this, he had 41 offers. 41. You know how many prospects on 24/7 Sports? Some of these prospects might get more offers than what's noted here, but he already has 41 offers noted on 24/7 Sports. We're going over the 2024 recruiting class right now. We might have seen one hit 40 offers. He's already got 41. This is a big-time prospect. So whoever gets him as a commit, they're looking at a big-time quarterback prospect here because what I'm seeing here, what I'm hearing is good. We also have Penn State in there, LSU, Colorado. The LSU visit was in October. Colorado was in September. So he has been on the recruiting trails himself, trying to see where he wants to go. And I would be too. I would not put that past him. We're also running the ball a little bit. 632 rushing yards in 2022. 8 rushing touchdowns. 2,700 yards. We're getting some production out of this guy. Looking solid. We're not getting all the stats here, but 39 passing touchdowns. 4 interceptions. No interceptions in 2022, or they just didn't get the stats. 5-star prospect. #1 in the entire class right now for 2025. Looking at on 3, 0-3, whatever they want to identify themselves as. #1 across the board on all recruiting sites. You see that with On 3, 24/7 Sports, ESPN. Rivals has him as #2 overall, #1 quarterback, #1 player out of Michigan. We don't see this too often. We just don't see ones across the board like this among all the recruiting sites. This is very fascinating. Let's dig into the highlights. And the highlights here are a little bit older. And another insight to this, when a prospect has older highlights on their huddle tape and they're a big-time recruit, they're pretty locked into where they need to be. They don't really need to prove themselves. Therefore, they're not 100% active like other prospects on their huddle. I've noticed this throughout the years, and that's another good sign. Not really, it's anecdotal, but still. But let me know what you think in the comments below. We have 8 minutes and 14 seconds, and let's watch them play. We're already rolling out. Flick of the wrist there. Not much, but we're seeing good feet. We're seeing them roll out. We're seeing good movement skills there on that first play. Stepping back. Little pump fake there. Gets it downfield where his wide receiver can get it. And we're taking off here. We're moving. We got a dual threat. We got a dual threat, guys. Steps up. Hits his man downfield. That's a pretty ball. That's a pretty ball. We're looking downfield. Hits his guy quick. He can throw lasers. Steps up. Makes it look easy. In front of him? Yes. Yes. The wide receiver kind of tripped up a little bit, but that was out in front of him. Out in front of him again. Looking good. Didn't have to go back to get it. Flick of the wrist. Step back. Was out a little bit. Leaves his feet a little bit, but perfect. Perfect, though. Perfect placement. Downfield. Right where he needed to be. That closing area by the sideline. Steps up. Where's he doing with the ball there? Okay. We're swinging it. Keeping his eyes downfield on that one. He's stepping back here. Steps up. Throws it. Tighter window. I wouldn't say tight, but tighter. Now we're running it. Look how quick he is. He's a dangerous athlete. Look at him go. Like, he's got enough speed. He's got more enough speed. Not enough speed, but he's got more enough speed. He's got enough speed to really cause some damage. And then he's throwing lasers. Quick decision. He's not tentative at all. When he sees it, he rips it. See? Boom. Up and gone. Up to where his wide receiver can get it. That's part of the scouting report. Steps back. Looks over. Not many quarterbacks can make that at the high school level. Not many. Not even the top tier guys. That guy was pretty much kind of covered. He just put it up to where he could get it. It's up, even, you leaving, and he knows that. Trusts his wide receiver, puts it up to where he can get it too. Out in front of him, towards the side a little bit. He reacts quick too. I like how they get the highlights out, like bam, bam, bam. At least they did their editing right. Boom, quick. Steps back. That's a little tighter window. That's a good thing to see here. This guy's it. He's got upside, and tape's checking out. We just got to tap into it when we get to the next level. But the intangibles are there. His highlights are highlights. He's putting the ball where it needs to be. He's moving. Slings it. Keeps his base. Ooh. He threw right through that ball. He threw right through it. Oh, he's got a laser. He's college ready. And I know this is probably his sophomore season. My goodness. Steps up. Look at that. Here we go. We're going to move around a little bit. Gets it downfield. Whoever gets him is getting a big-time quarterback. Whoever gets him. I hope he goes somewhere where there's wide receivers that can ball out with him. Here we go. He's running. He's up the gut. Rolling out here. Bam. Look at it. Throwing it to that corner. No one's going to come back and get you. Cameraman got faked out. Didn't think he'd go that far. Hits him. We got some good wide receivers, too. Some good assertive wide receivers after the catch. Look at that deep ball there. He could throw a lot farther, too. He's got some range. He's got some range on that cannon. Bam. Out quick to his guy. Where he can make a play downfield. After the catch. We're going. Look at him go. Look at him go. Let's house this. Nope. Almost. Not almost, but you know what I'm saying. Looks off the flat and goes downfield. Watch his eyes sometimes. He's moving. He's progressing too. He's looking off, guys. He's progressing. You're seeing that. You got to look closely because the camera angles and stuff. But I just caught 2 plays just now. I don't know if I was really looking before, but it sticks out. Look at him go. Look at him go. Sometimes you get fascinated with a player's arm, their mechanics and stuff, and then you got to look at the other things. A little bit locked on there, but still, you know what's going to happen at the high school level. You know your guy's going to beat that guy. You're just waiting for it to happen. Boom. Like there. You knew it was going to happen before it happens at the high school level. I see the huddle tapes every day. We do this every day. I see it with all the quarterbacks. Steps back. Bam. Open. That seam. They run that seam a good bit. Hits again. Tighter window, though. Able to get some movement after the catch. Plants. Steps up. Goes. Rips it. Cameraman having trouble. That's a little tighter window. If you're off a little bit, and at that level, you could be off a little bit. We got ourselves a player here. I can see why. Definitely see why. He'd be the number 1 quarterback in this year's recruiting class. Definitely in 2024. I like him better than Arch. I like him better than Arch Manning. From what I'm seeing here. He's got some zip on that ball. I like the mobility. Holds his feet well, too. On the platform. He is slinging it. Bam. Right there to the sideline. Yeah, I like this guy. Up top there. Looking solid there. Just going to step back. Pocket looking good. Has a good feel of the pocket. I know this is highlights. It's hard to find flaws. But I doubt if we had all the snaps, we would find them anyways. Maybe something here and there that were just hiccups. But I doubt we'd find it. He's making it look easy. Like, I don't even think he sweats during games. Like, I'm for real. I don't think he even sweats during games. His highlights are highlights. His highlights are highlights. When I'm talking about a quarterback, usually I talk about their arm and how they can throw lasers. And I'm talking about their highlights. But when I'm talking about a quarterback like this, his highlights are highlights. He just stands out. We look at quarterbacks almost every day on this channel, on their huddle tapes. We look at it. This guy has a very impressive arm. Of course. He can sling it downfield. He can throw lasers. He can throw off platform. He can throw on the run. He's very assertive. He can fit it between windows. He's very confident in his arm. The mobility is just an added bonus. He's a dual threat, but he's so good with his arm, slinging it downfield, good anticipation, good placement downfield. Puts it where his wide receiver can get yards after the catch, and he's good at it most of the time, which is hard to do downfield, which is very hard. Hits it from sideline to sideline with zip. This guy knows where to place the ball, too. Places the ball where it's safe. Outside shoulder to that wide receiver, close to that sideline to where the DB can't get to it, and that wide receiver can make a play. And he has upside that is tremendous here, and we all know this. Because we looked at the scouting report. We looked at the 5 stars from every recruiting class. Number 1 player in 2025. Let's see where he goes. Where do you think he's going to go? Where do you think he's going to go? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear about it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You made it this far. Just hit the button. Don't miss out on any more of this content. I want to thank you for watching, though. Catch you on the next video.